Come in, sir.
Excuse me, are you Atticus Finch?
I am, sir.
My name is Royce Plumley of the Southern Alabama Gazette.
Are you a news reporter?
Yes, I am.
Good to meet you, sir. How are you?
Very well, sir.
Have a seat, sir. What can I do for you today?
I was wanting to know if I could ask you a couple questions about what happened last night.
Pertaining to what?
Pertaining to the Tom Robinson case and what happened to your family.
Certainly. How many questions do you have for me?
I have around 30.
Okay. Well, I have a few minutes to spare, so simply fire away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Very well. What was your feelings on the court case of Tom Robinson?
My feelings were simply that we should have lost the first case like we did, then we would have won a redo of it.
Did you honestly think you could win the court case?
I strongly believe that we would have lost the first case, but we would have won the second.
Who left you all of the food on your back porch?
All of that food was provided by the African Americans of Macon County.
Why do you think Tom Robinson was really shot?
I believe Mr. Robinson was shot because it would have ruined a white woman's reputation if he would have won.
Did your family interfere at all with the case?
My family had nothing to do with any type of interference with this case.
What was your feelings of the court case?
Son, like I said before, simply, we would have lost the first case and then turned around and won the second.
Do you think Mayella Ewell was beaten, or do you think she was raped?
The evidence clearly states and shows that Mayella was beaten and not raped by Tom Robinson.
Do you trust a black person's word more or a white person's word more?
I trust each type of man's words equally.
Do you think it is really possible for a black man to get a fair trial in Southern Alabama?
I think that eventually a black man will beat a white man in a court case in Southern Alabama.
Do you think African Americans will ever get a fair trial?
Yes. I think that some new laws will be passed and they will absolutely get a fair trial.
Do you think you could win if you went back to court?
Like I said before, I believe that we would have won a second case.
How well were you prepared for it?
We were very, very extremely well prepared for the second case.
What about the first one?
We were very prepared for it too, as well.
Did you know anything about his attempted escape from the prison?
I knew nothing of the sort.
Did you ever think about declining the case?
No. I thought that he would have received a fair trial.
Do you think that Bob Ewell had anything to do with the prison shooting?
No. I believe he would want that man to suffer in jail.
Okay, these are questions from a different time. Why do you think Bob went after your children?
I believe he wanted revenge after losing his job.
Was he carrying the switchblade knife or the kitchen knife?
Evidence clearly shows that he was carrying a kitchen knife.
Why was Scout wearing a ham costume on the night of the scene?
She was wearing it because she had a school play that night.
Where was this scene at?
It was in the woods, but where at exactly, I have no idea.
Do you know how Bob was killed?
All I know is the facts show that he simply fell on the kitchen knife.
Do you think that Arthur Radley or Boo Radley stabbed him?
I believe no such thing.
Okay. Did Scout escort Arthur Radley home?
It is actually the other way around. Arthur escorted Scout to his house, and then she came back to Oz.
Do you mind if you could repeat that? I did not get all of it.
I cannot answer that question.
What do you think would happen to Bob's kids?
I don't want to wish or think of what will happen to his 7 kids.
What would Tom's family's reaction to be of Bob Yule's death?
I think they would be very cheerful that he was dead.
Will this scar you for life?
Absolutely, it will scar me. It'll scar my kids for life for what happened last night.
How greatly do you think it will affect your children?
It will affect them greatly, and I believe it will mess with their thoughts for life.
Where was Bob's body found at?
It was found in the woods, like I have already stated.
What was your reaction when you heard of Bob's death?
I had no idea of what to think.
Do you think that he deserved to die?
I believe that the dead should bury the dead this time. And I will no longer answer any more of your questions.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Finch.
No problem, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.